JPMorgan Chase Co stands as a colossus in the world of finance. Its influence stretches across the globe, touching the lives of millions. But this financial giant wasn't built overnight. Its story is one of ambition, calculated risks, and a relentless pursuit of growth. From its humble beginnings in the 19th century to its current status as a global powerhouse, JPMorgan Chase has left an indelible mark on the world of banking and finance. The story begins in 1871 with a visionary named John Pierpont Morgan. Born into a prominent banking family, Morgan was destined to leave an indelible mark on the financial world. He founded JP Morgan & Company, a firm destined for greatness. This company would go on to shape the future of American finance and industry. Located on the bustling Wall Street, the company quickly rose to prominence. Wall Street, the heart of America's financial district, was the perfect stage for Morgan's ambitions. It became a dominant force in commercial and investment banking. The firm's influence extended far beyond the confines of Wall Street, reaching into every corner of the American economy. Morgan himself was a force of nature. His presence commanded respect, and his decisions shaped the destiny of industries. He possessed a keen business acumen and an unwavering determination. These qualities enabled him to navigate the complex world of finance with unparalleled skill. JP Morgan & Company played a pivotal role in financing America's Industrial Revolution. The firm provided the necessary capital to fuel the growth of factories and industries across the nation. Railroads, the lifeblood of the nation, received substantial backing. Morgan's investments helped to expand the rail network, connecting distant regions and facilitating commerce. The steel industry, with its promise of progress, also benefited from Morgan's vision. His support enabled the production of steel on an unprecedented scale, laying the foundation for modern infrastructure. Even the electrification of the nation was fueled by investments from this burgeoning financial powerhouse. Morgan's foresight and financial acumen were instrumental in bringing electricity to homes and businesses, transforming everyday life. The turn of the century brought new challenges and opportunities. The panic of 1907 threatened to cripple the American economy. Fear gripped the nation as banks teetered on the brink of collapse. It was during this time of crisis that JP Morgan emerged as a true leader. With unwavering resolve, Morgan rallied fellow financiers. He orchestrated a series of bailouts and loans, injecting much-needed liquidity into the financial system. His actions averted a complete financial meltdown. This solidified his reputation as a savior of American finance. The crisis also highlighted the need for a central banking system. It led to the creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913. The decades that followed saw JP Morgan & Company further solidify its position as a financial leader. The company navigated through the complexities of the financial world with remarkable acumen, establishing itself as a cornerstone of the American banking industry. Its influence extended beyond borders, impacting global finance and setting standards for banking practices worldwide. But the company's story was far from over. The mid-20th century brought new challenges and opportunities, prompting a significant transformation in the banking landscape. A new chapter began in 1955 with the merger of two venerable institutions, Chase National Bank and the Bank of the Manhattan Company. This merger was not just a union of two banks, but a strategic move that combined their strengths and resources, creating a powerhouse in the financial sector. This union led to the creation of Chase Manhattan Bank, a formidable force in the world of banking. The newly formed entity was poised to take on the challenges of a rapidly evolving financial environment, leveraging its combined expertise to innovate and expand. Chase Manhattan Bank quickly established itself as a leader in innovation and customer service. The bank's commitment to excellence was evident in its approach to customer relations, technological advancements, and financial products. It introduced the Chase Manhattan Charge Plan in 1958, a precursor to the modern credit card. This innovative product was designed to offer convenience and flexibility to consumers, revolutionizing the way people managed their finances. This revolutionary product transformed the way consumers made purchases. It provided a new level of financial freedom, allowing people to buy now and pay later, which was a novel concept at the time. It paved the way for the widespread adoption of credit cards. The success of the Chase Manhattan Charge Plan demonstrated the bank's forward-thinking approach and its ability to anticipate and meet the needs of its customers. This innovation marked the beginning of a new era in consumer finance, setting the stage for the modern credit card industry we know today. Section 5. The birth of a global giant. The late 20th century was a time of significant transformation in the financial services industry. Deregulation and globalization created both opportunities and challenges for banks worldwide. JPMorgan Chase Company, as we know it today, was born out of this era of change. In 2000, a historic merger took place between Chase Manhattan Corporation and JPMorgan and Company. This union created JPMorgan Chase Company, a global financial powerhouse. The newly formed company combined the rich history and expertise of two of Wall Street's most iconic institutions. It was now poised to compete on a global scale. Section 6. Weathering the storm acquisitions during the 2008 crisis. The 2008 financial crisis sent shockwaves through the global economy. It was a period marked by the collapse of major financial institutions, a severe downturn in stock markets, and a significant loss of wealth for millions of people around the world. The crisis began with the bursting of the housing bubble in the United States, which led to a cascade of financial failures and a tightening of credit markets globally. It was a time of unprecedented turmoil and uncertainty. Financial markets were in disarray, and the fear of a complete economic collapse was palpable. Investors were panicking, and the general public was losing confidence in the financial system. Governments and central banks were scrambling to find solutions to stabilize the situation. Financial institutions around the world faced immense pressure. Many banks were on the brink of failure, and the interconnectedness of the global financial system meant that the collapse of one institution could have far-reaching consequences. The crisis exposed the vulnerabilities and risks inherent in the financial system. Some succumbed to the crisis. Iconic names in the banking industry, such as Lehman Brothers, filed for bankruptcy, sending shockwaves through the financial world. The failure of these institutions led to a loss of confidence and further exacerbated the crisis. But JPMorgan Chase, under the leadership of CEO Jamie Dimon, once again demonstrated its resilience and its commitment to stability. Dimon's strategic vision and decisive actions played a crucial role in navigating the turbulent waters of the financial crisis. His leadership was instrumental in steering the bank through one of the most challenging periods in modern financial history. In the midst of the crisis, JPMorgan Chase made two significant acquisitions, Bear Stearns and Washington Mutual. These acquisitions were not without risk, but they were seen as necessary steps to prevent further destabilization of the financial system. By acquiring these troubled institutions, JPMorgan Chase helped to contain the crisis and restore some measure of confidence in the banking sector. These strategic moves prevented the collapse of two major financial institutions. The acquisition of Bear Stearns in particular was a bold move that required swift action and careful negotiation. Similarly, the purchase of Washington Mutual, one of the largest savings and loan associations in the United States, was a significant undertaking that helped to stabilize the financial landscape. They helped to stabilize the financial system as a whole. The successful integration of these acquisitions into JPMorgan Chase's operations provided a much-needed boost to the banking sector and contributed to the overall recovery of the financial markets. The actions taken by JPMorgan Chase during this period were critical in averting a deeper financial catastrophe. While some criticized these acquisitions, they ultimately proved to be shrewd business decisions that strengthened JPMorgan Chase's position in the market. The bank emerged from the crisis stronger and more resilient, with a solid foundation for future growth. The acquisitions of Bear Stearns and Washington Mutual are now seen as pivotal moments in the history of JPMorgan Chase, showcasing the bank's ability to navigate through adversity and come out on top. Section 7. Shaping the modern financial landscape. JPMorgan Chase has emerged from the 2008 financial crisis as a leader in the global financial industry. The company boasts a vast international reach. It serves millions of customers worldwide. From consumer banking to investment management, JPMorgan Chase offers a comprehensive range of financial products and services. But JPMorgan Chase's influence extends far beyond its core banking operations. The company is a major player in the world of investment banking. It advises on mergers and acquisitions, raises capital for corporations and governments, and manages assets for institutional and individual investors. Section 8. A legacy of innovation and social responsibility. Throughout its long history, JPMorgan Chase has been a driver of innovation in the financial services industry. From the introduction of the Chase Manhattan Charge Plan to the development of cutting-edge mobile banking technologies, the company has consistently sought to improve the customer experience. But JPMorgan Chase's commitment to innovation extends beyond its products and services. The company is also a leader in corporate social responsibility. It recognizes the important role it plays in fostering economic growth and social development. Section 9. JPMorgan Chase looking ahead. As JPMorgan Chase looks to the future, it remains committed to its core values of excellence, integrity, and client service. The company is well positioned to continue its growth trajectory. It is constantly adapting to the ever-changing financial landscape. JPMorgan Chase is embracing new technologies, expanding into new markets, and investing in its people. The company is determined to remain a leader in the global financial services industry for generations to come.